What's up everybody, Ripper Smash here. One tank deletes, one tank dominates. Most players get this matchup wrong. Drop your pick in the comments before we start. This isn't about stats, this is a brawl. It's punishment versus pressure. Welcome to the Heavy Tank Showdown series. Today we're breaking down the 60 TP versus the IS-7. Two tier 10 tanks that make you hesitate in different ways. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which tank fits your playstyle and which will get you killed on the battlefield. The role of the 60 TP is a frontline heavy brawler, meaning it engages enemy tanks at close to medium range. The playstyle of the 60 TP is using its formidable turret armor and gun depression to hold positions and punish enemy mistakes with its oppressive alpha. The keys to this tank are hull down or ridge fighting. The strong turret and -8° gun depression makes it extremely effective for ridge lines and debris. Trading shots. With its 750 alpha damage, the 60 TP is built for trading in a shot-for-shot playstyle, as it can and will often out-damage opponents in most exchanges. Defensive play. The 60 TP performs best when holding positions with allied support. Its reload time makes it vulnerable if pushed hard by multiple enemies. Punishing mistakes. The large caliber gun ensures that mistakes don't go unpunished with devastating blows. The strengths of the 60 TP are 1. High alpha damage. The 152mm gun delivers massive shots, some of the highest for tier 10 heavies. 2. Strong turret armor. The frontal turret is almost impenetrable even with premium rounds, especially when hauled down. 3. High hit point pool. The 60 TP has a large health pool, allowing it to absorb damage and last longer in battles. This also means you can often trade your health for kills. 4. Decent mobility. Not fast, but the 60 TP has adequate mobility for a super heavy and can effectively reach positions or reposition. The weaknesses of the 60 TP are 1. Poor gun handling and accuracy. The gun on the 60 TP is derpy and inconsistent, with poor accuracy and slower aim time. This means longer range shots can be unreliable. Careful aiming is even required at closer ranges. 2. Longer reload time. The cost of the high alpha is a longer reload time at around 15 seconds. This results in a lower DPM over the long term compared to other heavies. 3. Vulnerable lower plate. The front plate is a significant weak spot and can be easily overmatched by most enemies. 4. Ammo rack damage. The 60 TP's ammo rack is located in a vulnerable position, making it prone to being blown up if the side armor is exposed. The 60 TP is all about using its alpha damage to punish enemy mistakes, sending them back to the garage. GG. The role of the IS-7 is an aggressive frontline heavy tank that excels at close to medium brawling due to its strong armor and mobility. The playstyle of the IS-7 is to spearhead attacks or hold key defensive positions on the front line. This revolves around using its formidable armor to lead pushes and trade damage effectively. The keys to this tank are aggressive brawler. The IS-7 should be at the forefront of battle, not sniping from the back. Use its good top speed to reach key offensive positions early in the match. Hull down and face hugging. Use terrain to hide the IS-7's front lower plate. The turret is virtually impenetrable, making it a hull down monster. In super close combat, which it sees often, face hugging and putting your gun in the enemy's gun can make you extremely difficult to penetrate or deal with. Pike nose management. The IS-7 has a pike nose hull, which means you should always try to face the enemy head on to maximize the armor effectiveness. Angling the hull flattens the sides of the pike, creating weak spots. Ramming. This tank has a high mass and good speed, making it effective at ramming medium and light tanks. The strengths of the IS-7 are 1. Effective turret and side armor. The nearly impenetrable turret is one of the best in the game, making many positions highly effective. The side armor is also spaced and good at bouncing shots. 2. Penetration and firepower. The decent alpha and good standard and premium penetration makes for effective trades. 3. Mobility. With a top speed of 40 km an hour, the IS-7 is effective at getting to key map control points and repositioning. 4. Beginner friendly. This tank is a great choice for newer players due to its strong armor profile. The weaknesses of the IS-7 are 1. Vulnerable hull armor. The front lower plate can be easily penetrated, but the pike nose design means that the side scraping can expose weak upper plates. 2. Low DPM and gun handling. The longer reload time affects the DPM compared to other heavy tanks, and the gun is unreliable at longer ranges. 3. Poor terrain resistance. Softer ground means that the IS-7 can have trouble accelerating and reaching top speeds. 4. Poor gun depression. The -6-degree gun depression limits its effectiveness on certain terrains. The IS-7 effectively pressures enemies using armor and speed, making it enjoyable to play. Scenario 1. City or corner fights. 60 TP wins. The alpha damage on the 60 TP is a real threat, and when trading shot for shot, it is punishing to enemies, making people play differently after taking a hit for 750 HP. The common player mistakes are over-pushing and exposing weaknesses on the 60 TP. Scenario 2. Ridgeline and hold down. The 60 TP wins. The strong turret and usable gun depression make it effective, and the alpha punishes poor peaks. The common player mistakes are going in alone and not taking into account your tank's reload time. Scenario 3. Push versus hold. The IS-7 wins. The speed of the IS-7 enables strong pushes. That, coupled with its armor, means it can absorb incoming fire, giving the IS-7 a slight edge. The common player mistakes are turning the tank to expose the cheeks and bottom plate due to the hull design. Scenario 4. Endgame and carry potential. The 60 TP wins. The high alpha means that by the end of the game, most tanks are 1 or 2 shot kills for the 60 TP, which forces enemy hesitation and missed plays. The common player mistake is over-pushing into multiple enemies in a fortified position. Is the 60 TP forgiving or punishing? It is punishing. The 60 TP does not forgive bad decisions. Missed shots, poor timing, or exposing the lower plate are immediately punished because of the long reload. You are either in control or you're irrelevant for 20 plus seconds. Common player mistakes. Over-peaking while reloading, trading HP without hitting your shots, firing early instead of waiting for a secure shot, sitting in the open, and no cover on reloads. What separates good players from great players? Reload discipline, knowing when not to shoot. Threat management, enemies fear a loaded gun. Timing proper trades and not forcing them. Letting the fear of punishment win fights before shots are even fired. Great 60 TP players win lanes before the fight starts using fear. Is the IS-7 forgiving or punishing? It is forgiving. The IS-7 allows mistakes, sometimes repeatedly. Armor angles, speed, and turret reliability mean misplays are often not immediately punished. It is one of the safest heavy tanks at tier 10. Common player mistakes, overcommitting because the armor feels invincible. Playing too passively despite strong mobility. Pointing the nose pike incorrectly, and brawling when repositioning would win the game faster. What separates good players from great players? Map control and lane selection. Using speed to force the fight, not react to it. Knowing when to disengage instead of face tanking. And turning presence into pressure. Great IS-7 players force trades, take positions early, but aren't afraid to relocate to win the fight. The overall winner is the 60 TP, but narrowly. If you value comfort and consistency, the IS-7 is absolutely the better tank. But if your goal is to have an impact and decide games, the 60 TP does this more often. Play the 60 TP if you want to carry games, like to break or end stalemates, enjoy punishing enemies using your alpha. Play the IS-7 if you want a reliably armored tank, want a fast tank that takes positions early, and you want consistency. Speed wins positions, Alpha wins the war. Drop your pick for the next Heavy Tank Showdown you want to see in the comments, or if you disagree, tell me why. Thanks for watching, and please like and subscribe.